see, on my website, what I do is demonstrate what a high energy does. And one of the things it does is, well, clearly interact with the environment. There's numerous, countless things that will begin to happen to your benefit when your energy field is high. And I just let the world sort of prove that, catch it on camera, as things are different, interacting differently with my field than it might with others. So we all know that, for instance, butterflies and bees, the Wi-Fi devices, some of our signals, artificial signals that we send out are, in a way, interfering with the natural patterns of their migration, because they are tuned into the magnetic fields, but yet when there's these artificial fields that are kind of overpowering the one that they're tuned into, it gets them off course. The bees and the butterflies in particular. You may do your research. I won't go into that here, but one thing that I've experienced is my heart field getting very strong. It is so strong. When people email me, I feel it. And when I am spiritually connected, it's very strong. It feeds me. I literally taste my like a taste, depending on who I'm interacting with. If it's just spirit, God, if it's a person, if it's animals, whoever I'm kind of tuned in with, they have a very particular taste because they have a very particular frequency. And to me, it's an energetic signature. I'm able to often know who is about to send that email to me, or who is thinking about me, or whatever it is. It's way better, in my opinion, than third eye telepathy, which has no feeling. It's just like a thought, an image, a knowingness. But yet when it's in the heart, there's so many amazing, incredible benefits to that. And being fed spiritually. And this is what I help others to grow. As you grow your energy field, this will grow. And it's what turns out the street lights. It attracts animals. It's very useful in relationships. So I had a experience in which I had a little butterfly seem to be aware of my heart field. So I was just walking on the ground and found this rather large butterfly, almost frozen because it was almost 32 degrees Fahrenheit. And I thought, if I don't do something, it's just going to freeze to death. So I usually wouldn't want to interfere, but so that's just what my intuition was telling me. I put it in my car, and when I got back to my car, I turned on the heater. It still wasn't moving much. I turned on the heater and drove home, and suddenly it started flying and getting excited. So I recorded as it was coming back to life. It was crawling up my arm. And I found later, I think it was going to my heart, because when I put it in a little bag, brought it into my house, and the first thing it did, because it was by then fully energized, defrozen, it came right to me, right here, to my heart space, and started doing this fluttering thing. And I didn't know. At first I was a little confused. Why is it just doing this? I've never had a butterfly do that to me. They've landed on my I haven't interacted with them much since my heart's been just so expanded and my heart field is so strong. They'd land on, when your fingernails look like flower petals or something, and they'll just kind of do this. But this one, it was like it was flying, but just staying there. And I think, I sent the video to a friend. I was a little confused at first, but then they were like, oh, it's probably feeling your heart field, because this person knows and has had me prove that I'm always feeling, exactly before their emails will come in. And so I'm like, you're right, you know, that does seem to be what's happening. It was just for about 5 minutes, and I definitely feel that I'm going to be looking for more animals to be doing that, or butterflies, bees. I had a bee come around right as I was making this first video, and they just kind of, I don't get mad, you know, I just observe and they come by. You know, you start to feel the peace when certain dangerous animals or bugs come by. They just want to take you out. You know, you can kind of sense what they're thinking in a way, what they're doing, rather. And, you know, I've had a lot of other experiences lately with just deer. An encounter with a deer, it was like we just had this standoff. I was trying to walk on a trail. It was right about 1 meter in front of me, facing me, wanting to go by. And there wasn't much room, and I wanted to go by. And for about 5 minutes, we were standing there. And every time I kind of telepathically said, can I go by? Can you just, like, step aside? I didn't want to, like, just go by and get kicked or something or headbutted. And every time I just kind of said, can you move? He'd stomp. I mean, every time. He stomped 4 times, and one time he, like, he snorted. And, you know, let's see, I was able to pet a bird that just wanted to, it stayed by my door every day, and I would just walk by, and I was able to pet it anytime. And so the footage is on that footage is on my website as well. So you see that the stronger your energy field, you know, it turns out the lights, it attracts these orbs, which I feel them. They're at a very high vibration. And a lot of people are fear-based because of, you know, whether it's religious or movie programming, they've been taught wrong. And I know that because I feel them. I'm not saying there's not negative ones, but I'm very in tune, and I've felt the energy from them, and I've had so many experiences with those. And anywho, just wanted to share how incredible this heart field is, and I hope that we're all able to one day telepathically connect, because that was a vision of mine as a young girl, that we'd all be very much connected. And that was sort of how I saw us being. And now, you know, at the time I felt my abilities were gone. I didn't know why. They were there, but not fully. And now that they're re-emerging, that's really happening, that vision that I had. And I'd love to share that with others and activate it for others, because it is the most incredible thing for food, relationships, just your whole world is transformed. It's a whole nother way of living. And you're still living the 3-dimensional way that everybody else does, but yet you're severely upgraded. It is just like nothing else. I always knew people were missing something really big, and this is just huge. And I hope that you're able to see, based on all these things I show on camera, that it does exist. And I'm working with scientists, and Reuben Langdon came and filmed, so, you know, nothing is fake here, it's all real. So, alright, I appreciate you for watching. You can come into my website, and if you'd like to work with me and help activate your field, clear it, activate your energy, one day day by day you're going to start to see this evolution occur. And in a way, I've gotten even religious type of messages where we're just going back to a way in which things were, which are almost seem as fairy tales or stories or biblical. I mean, I don't know whether everyone believes it or not, but it's written in history and in stories in so many different ways, and it's starting to happen again. But only if you do the work. If you don't do the work, it's either gonna hit you, or, you know, you might regret it if you don't do the work, if you don't raise your frequency. I'm telling you, by experience and by seeing others, and just knowing how everything is going on, how everything works on the planet. If you don't shift, if you don't do the spiritual work, you might regret it. But I just don't want to go into the reasons. But anywho, I appreciate you for watching. Alright.